You are listening to the Arcade Brothers only on the 4-eyed radio network, The Fern.
That's right, kids. This is your good pal, Steve-O from 4-Eye Radio Network. I'm here to talk about a great person. Now, think about it. Who are you going to call when your logo looks like shit? You want a kick-ass logo. You want people to see your logo and go, you know what? That's an awesome logo. I wonder who did that logo. Well, I'll tell you who could do your logos for you. Check out Raven Designs. Special care of your work. Special inquiries, check her out. She's got everything. Ravencruise.com is the place to go because you want a kick-ass logo. You want to stand above the rest. I guarantee it. You hear this song in the background, you know these guys have a kick-ass logo. It's a recognizable logo, and I guarantee it if Raven was back in that time period, she probably would have made it for them. And they would have been like, hells yeah, people know who we are because we got Raven Designs behind us. Check out Ravencruise.com if you want a kick-ass logo for business cards. Maybe you want to put it on a car. These guys did. Maybe you want to put it on your building. You want something kick-ass. You want something that people can see and just go, this is awesome. Check out Ravencruise.com. And you know what? Do it. Do it right now. You got nothing else going on for you right now. Get a kick-ass logo. Check out her artwork, Ravencruise.com. Hello and welcome to an all-new episode of the Arcade Bros. This is episode number 75.
Good
so
Lord,
we are like 25 away from the big 100.
Yep.
Of course, I am player 1, Steve-O, as well as player 2,
Kyle.
and Matt Renfro doesn't like Renfro doesn't like the 1980s Rat Tail. Booyah. You can find us on www.arcade-bros.com, part of the 4-Eye Radio Network, also known as The Fern. Don't forget to visit 4eyeradio.com. And if you want to listen to us, of course, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. We're on Spreaker, Stitcher, Zune Marketplace, BlackBerry Podcast, Blueberry Podcast, Miro Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, Swell Radio, SoundCloud, and Player FM. And also one of our great sponsors of the 4-Eye Radio Network is Raven Designs, illustrations and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com. Actually, speaking of ravencruise.com, our logo she did for the new 4-Eyed Radio Network.
Which is awesome.
You can now get those available on t-shirts, beer steins, coffee mugs, and hopefully more. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, I think I saw buttons, even like a jersey, football jersey.
Okay, cool. I even talked to Eric, and we can send over our stuff to get on that same page, so we can have Arcade Bros t-shirts soon, Idiot Section
Yeah, I think it's
shirts,
on Spreadshirt.
Yeah, Spreadshirt. That's where we did the shirts the
yeah.
first time, and those actually came out really well. Like I still have my old Radio Network shirt, so. But yeah, and if that works out, we can also see if there's a way to. If we buy them in bulk at a certain point, we could always do contests where we give away free t-shirts or cool stuff like that. Let's see what else we got going on today. So before we get into everything that we like to talk about, Kyle and I usually like to do a little thing called shout-outs for our lovely people who like to follow us on Twitter and also follow us on the Facebook. Of course, I don't know if our Google Plus page has done anything else besides me creating it and going, we have a Google Plus page. But then again, I don't know how many people actually use Google Plus. But Kyle,
People from Google!
take it away for the shout-outs.
So we got some shout-outs. Yes, we do.
Oh, the shout-out time, shout-out time. Get it quick for shout-out time. Yeah, do it now. Do it now.
Do it now. So yeah, we have at Bookie Monster SF. We had
Bookie Monster, so it's just a monster that eats.
I love books. Reading is essential. Like, some guys like reading the book.
Yeah, get him out of the library, man.
Yeah, there's a what? And then he just goes nuts. We have at Gavin McHale. We have at Zach Zent, who had a birthday recently and was part of the Geek Laser podcast.
Oh.
We have at Reddit.com Game, and actually they just hit their 10th episode today.
So they're officially a podcast.
They're officially now a podcast.
According to... I forget who told me that.
Was him.
He told me that.
At Indiecade. At Myco Free. at Josie Bake, and then at Raw Cipher for following us on the Twitter page.
Very cool.
I'll have to work on the Facebook. I know we had a few more likes, and unfortunately, I don't have that.
That's all right.
We will have that probably next show once we have.
I think people just care about Twitter, anyways. Facebook is dead, bro.
Is dead, brah.
Facebook is dead. So that's where's our shout-outs for the week.
It. Yeah, I think we're at 151 now. I think on.
Yeah. So.
On the arcadeage.
On the arcadeage, bro.
Of
course, what we've been playing this week, it looks like Kyle's back into that.
Gotta get back in.
Dun 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 dun. Look at me, I like to play the Skyrim every day, every week. I kinda quit my job, not really, kinda lost it, cause I did force to my boss.
Well, I don't know if I shared this with some friends of mine where I did a shout because I made guacamole.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, Foos, like, guac now, or something like that. I was like, Foos, guac now! And I showed that, it went from, like, avocado, cut open, and then all of a sudden it was, like, guac. Like, I did, like, a quick vine and sent it out there. So, but then, like, the last frame is just Daisy, like, going, like, because she's not impressed, but I had her just, like, watching a treat.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like she's just like, no.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, so I'm back in Skyrim. I'm back in Pikmin 3. I actually started playing more of that. I'm looking for the blue Pikmin still. That's what I need to complete my journey further on.
You need the water ones?
Yeah, because there's like everything I need is like in the water, and I'm just like, damn it. Now what's cool is they do give you a new Pikmin that can fly. What? So you can actually have them like pick things over and go over the water with them, which helps like tremendously. But like they can't do anything else. They can't they can fight other flying creatures, but they can't like really do like, oh, let me go down in the water and pick it up.
Can they find a plane?
No. They can. There's a rocket ship though. And there's only one onion. Remember how there used to be like 3 or 4 different onions for the Pikmin you had to pull out of?
Yeah, okay.
Now they just combined it to one onion, and it just has all the different swirls of color in it.
Oh,
so now you have like your yellow, your red, like they all live together. So
there you go.
Makes sense. So I'm done by playing that. And then there was another game I played. What was it? I played more of the WildStar, because I got another beta code for...
Yeah, everyone's been talking about that. I finally saw a screenshot of it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and actually, if you watch any of the gameplay, they have these dev speaks that they do, which are awesome, because the guy actually is like, well, here I am from DevSpeak, here's the disclaimer, and it just goes like, and he's like, now back to this. Then he shows like, like his character was a warrior, and he's like, you could do this, or you could do this, or you could do that! And he just like starts going nuts as they're doing stuff.
That's funny.
As everything's like customizable, all the mounts, your homes. Like, it's crazy what you can do. Like, they showed this house that he built, which had a moonshinery. And so then he's like, oh, good, it reset it. He goes, let's make some moonshine. But like literally it was like, challenge accepted. And you had only like 60 seconds to make the moonshine.
Oh.
So you had to go over, do something over here, then do something over here, then over here, and over here, over here. And then he was able to do it. And then he was like, great. And then there's like these different other quests and things you could do like on your house, which I was like, that is awesome. Like, it keeps it more interesting than just click, like, oh, I made moonshine. Click, oh, I made moonshine. Like, you actually have to kind of keep it more energetic, and even like your combat system is a lot of like dodging and rolling and like
okay, cool.
So it's definitely more interactive, but you got to play more of that this time. And it was cool because we crashed the beta, and then like a guy comes up and it's just like this little goblin creature waving a white flag that was like, no more, like, you broke us.
You broke us. That's funny.
It's pretty good stuff. How about you, Steve? What you
okay, well, me, it was all DLCs this week for me. So I finally finished BioShock Infinite's Episode 1.
Oh, nice.
The Return to Rapture. That one is good. I'll probably go back and replay it just because there's a couple of things that I missed, like achievement-wise. So it's like, I might as well get my season pass worth. But I totally forgot that you're on Rapture. So
also in Big Daddies and all that
stuff. Actually how it ends is like you grab the girl that you're going after, you pull it out, it's a little sister, and then she's like, Mr. Bubbles, help me. And I was like,
turn around,
like everything in my head just finally clicked at that point, going, because I was fighting like splicers and stuff, and then she's like, Mr. Bubbles. I was like, oh shit, my shit, God, like everything, like, and it does like that slow down thing, and then like your character is like turning, and then you see the Big Daddy like
booking it towards you.
And that was like I fought Big Daddies before in the original BioShock. This one they really bumped up the moving of them. He actually can shoot off his drill and stuff. But now I'm really curious because Episode 2 comes out and how this one ends. You're just like, wait a minute. Because it literally just like, spoilers, I know the episode's been out for a while, so if you don't want to hear how it ends, you haven't finished it, move on.
For another
but he like literally like all of a sudden you see him just like the drill go right through you, and your character's like, and then it just ends. And you're
remember, I don't know if you ever saw the teaser trailer for BioShock.
For the original? Yeah, it did the same thing.
Because it showed your character like all of a sudden like, and he started drilling you too, and you were just like, oh.
Then there's I played Freedom Cry for the Assassin's Creed 4 DLC that came out. I had my first racist moment in this. Now, a lot of people, you might judge me on this, but I gotta just talk about it. So, you play as the African-American gentleman who joins your crew in the beginning. He becomes your first mate, and then halfway through the game, he's like, I got to go and do my own thing.
This is kind of like
so this is his story, which is cool. So, basically, you get into shipwreck, you wash up on shore, and then you get to this island where it's a bunch of slavery. Slavery is like a huge thing. So, you're like, all right, so... You're running around, you're saving slaves, like releasing them, doing all these kind of cool things. There's even like a guy who's all like, watch out for the jailer. If he spots you, he'll call other people to try to. So it's kind of cool. So it makes me actually, it's kind of cool because I'm all like, yeah, fuck you guys. Slavery sucks. So I'm killing people, so I love it. Yeah. But the problem that got into the game where you start freeing slaves and then like you get perks every time you free so many. So like then I get like ammo for free, new weapons unlock and stuff like that. So it wasn't really I had to buy too much stuff. Really, all your money went to building up your ship again, which was kind of cool in the DLC. So I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So it makes you kind of want to go to plantations.
So wait a minute, you're trying to say that your currency was slaves?
Not. Oh shit. I guess. Oh fuck. Wow, I didn't even
slave
realize.
owner. That's what the end of the game is. Just like
yeah,
TV, like pointing
but
at
it got
you.
to a point where like I'm going and do missions, and all of a sudden it's all like, help me, and I was like, all right.
Fuck
so I run
you.
over, kill a guy, and then like, oh, these people over here, they need. I'm just like, you know what? I just freed you. Could you just stay safe for like be free? Just stop getting caught.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was like my like come on.
Like imagine that like you open up a cage and they just go into like another cage.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was just like, thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
And then, whoop.
You're just like
and then I played The Last of Us DLC.
Nice.
Which
that's the one with the girls, right?
Yes. And if you people have not beat it, spoilers again. So turns out Ellie, she's a lesbian.
Well, that makes sense.
And it really just
because she's based on Ellen Page.
You know what? That's what I was curious about because I was like, what came out first, the DLC or
Ellen
her coming
Page.
out of the
out
of the thing? But
who's
so you find out
bitch.
about that, but then like again, like fucking Last of Us just knows how to pull at your heartstrings. Like just how it ends, you're just like, oh fuck, and
like goddamn
everything like that. But it was interesting. Then I decided I was gonna go back and try to finish Infamous.
Right, since we had such a fan base talking about how horrible it was.
Infamous and Infamous 2. So basically I would have beaten Infamous 1, but what happened is my system crashed and then lost all the data. But then I had one game, but I started it evil.
Right.
So I'm only like I think it was on chapter 7, so I started playing it again. And what I really realized about this game, like I want people to, if you know anything about Infamous, especially the first one, I want to know why this game became so popular. Because again, I'm going, okay, you know what? Let me remember all the bad stuff gone. I'm starting over, jump into this, let's see what happens. Realizing I had to change the control schemes. Because, like, to aim and stuff like that, everything was inverted.
Which doesn't make sense.
And I was all like, why? I'm like, but it was stupid. The camera was fine. I look up, he looks up. I look down, he looks down. But I want to aim
like
left or
right.
left.
He goes right. If you
and I was like,
left.
So I switched that. So I'm like, okay. And then it was just the game. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like the control schemes is horrible. The storyline is just like, it's still not grabbing me. The fun part is, though, last time I played good. This time I'm doing evil. And to be honest with you, I like being evil at this part because it's just like since I don't care, my character doesn't care about shit. So it's just like, okay, so I'm giving Infamous another shot playing through, but I'm still like, gameplay is okay. Like, I hope the second one probably grabs me a little bit better, but I'm just trying to figure out why this game became so popular. I guess I just don't get it. So,
and I know, like, it was like this one guy who I was talking to at the thing too was like. It was interesting because, like, that event, like, Titanfall was good because it was a good mix of people who just enjoyed gaming, and, like, there was people for, Dark Souls, there was people for Titanfall. Everyone seemed to be pretty up and talking about different things and strategies and stuff, and it seemed like a good commodity, and compassionate and stuff. And then I got to this Second Son one, and I was talking to, like, 2 or 3 guys, and I really, like, you know how there's always like that eclectic nerd.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like if you like comic books or stuff, like we've talked about this, where you felt like you were an outcast.
Yeah.
And now it seems to be more socially acceptable because obviously these big name movies, a lot of people know them. Like,
yeah, a lot of people.
Hipster chicks, a lot of people are like, oh, I love Iron Man. Like,
yeah.
He's my favorite type of dress. Like what? You know, like it's just what it is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened at this event. Is like I was talking to kids and like literally he just went through it like, oh yeah, then you became this and this was you and then you killed yourself and blah. Like basically they told me all about Infamous 1 and I didn't want to say like, oh thanks, I've not played the game.
Yeah.
But so I just let him do his thing. But I was just like, wow, like totally like no barriers, no like, hey, by the way, maybe someone hasn't played this before, and just completely like went through all of it. And then Second Son told me all about that. And then when I was like, so what do you like about the new game? Because I was just like, I'm just completely ruined now.
You know, exactly because actually that actually happened a while back where someone I knew, they wanted to get into Spawn. And we went to Atomic Comics when it was still out, and she was she was asking about what's a good jumping on part.
Right.
That's all she asked. Guy basically gave her the entire backstory of Spawn, ruined like all this, and she's like, okay, well now I don't need to pick anything up. It's like I wanted to read it for myself. You can just find, here's a volume 1 book.
Yeah, here's one.
Or we don't have it in stock yet, but I can order it for, something like that. But it was just like, and I don't get that. And you know what? That does happen with people nowadays. Like that happened with me with Hemlock Grove. I tried I tried watching it.
Yeah, same, and I tried giving it a couple
but
shots.
It was before I even started watching it. This one kid at my work was just like, have you seen Hemlock Grove? And I go, no, I haven't seen it yet. I want to watch it because it seemed interesting at that time. And what does he do? He spoiled the entire thing for me. And I was just like, what the? Do you not understand when I said I
haven't seen it yet?
And that'd be like, hey, Kyle, did you see the new 300 movie?
And
you're like, no, I haven't.
So.
Oh, well, okay. Well, it takes off right after the first movie, and like everyone's dead, of course, and then this new guy kicks. It'd be like, just like
you spoil the movie.
You spoil, and it's all like, do you not understand? Like, I would totally hate that for like. I understand if you're like, oh, you got it, like. Lego movie. People have told me stuff about the Lego movie, but they haven't really ruined anything else for it. But they told me like I didn't know Liam Neeson was in it. I didn't know like all these different things. I'm like, oh, it makes you want to see the movie more and stuff like that. But that'd be like, I just don't get that shit. It's like
Mario. There's like it'd be just like you ruin like something that's just like. But
I try not doing that to people and stuff. Like
it's interesting. So like in this case too, it's like the same thing. Like Second Son, it's like
okay,
yeah, like okay, great. Like you like at least we preface like spoilers in case like someone doesn't know. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'd be interested to know. Maybe that'll be our Get Gaming This question. Like, what is it about Infamous Saga?
Yeah, I really need to know.
That you guys really like about it. Like, because obviously we've played Prototype, we've played a couple games that are similar to it. Some of them do better, some of them do about the same.
Well, it's just weird because everyone kept telling me they're like, "Oh, the storyline in Infamous is so good," and I'm like, "Really?" Because like, I figured it out before you even like.
Before you know what's going on.
Before I knew what was going on, I was like, okay.
Before you even put in the game, you knew what was
going on. And then all of a sudden I went, I just was like, I'm never going to beat this game. And I watched how it ended. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It was exactly what I said. I was like, okay, because I was like, I just got the second one for free because we had to buy a new system or whatnot. So I was just
sorry about the first one. Here's the thing.
That's basically most of my PlayStation games have been free, and it's just like, and it makes perfect sense. Like the All-Star Battle, I was like, well, that was free. The only one that I got for free that I was exactly happy for was the Ratchet and Clank trilogy. I was like, hells yeah, that's a good buy. I would have bought that game, but I was like, okay, I got it for free. And then it's like you get and then I got Infamous 2 for free because the system crapped down. It was like made sense. I was like, well, why not get a free game with it?
Exactly.
And I tried starting that one up, and it was just kind of like, even just starting that up, it's like, I become the most powerful person in the world. Oh, this new threat's coming. It's like, all right, cool. So you're just going to build upon that power. And then it was just all like, nope, I lost all my power.
I fell on a chain link fence.
Yeah, I fell on a chain, which is funny because I'm playing the game again. But it's funny. I noticed this. This is the only cool part I noted about playing Infamous again. Being evil, like when I'm evil, when I was good, I tried to, I was like, okay, watch out for the people. I had more compassion for these like little, PC guys running around trying to get out of the way and stuff like that. But now, since I'm evil, I'm just like, don't fucking care. Like people get in my way, I just shoot them, blowing up cars, destroying like half the. And then it's great because people be like, this person needs your help. I'm gonna like kick them, like fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like leeching more life out of people instead of like healing them, like running around and trying to save people. I'm just like, this is awesome now. So like playing it like that, I'm having more fun than when I was trying to be good.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna be evil in this game, which is just great because now it's just like I don't care. Like there'll be like attack of the city. I jump down to the huge like blast thing, and before I'd be like, all right, I gotta. Yeah. How can I get around these people? Gotta save the world, and now I'm just like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the only fun I'm having with it now. But like Cole, God, his lines are just so dumb now. Really playing this, I'm just like, this is just a bad game to me. Like, I don't know what was the draw to this game. So,
like, this is gonna be awesome, and it's just like Cole eats a banana. This banana is banana-licious.
well, it's like your buddy Zeke's all like, "Hey man, they're throwing up posters all over town with you, man. They're literally like changing things." He's like, "Yeah, I don't fucking care."
Waterburn.
Yeah, Waterburn. So, all right. So, what's our character spotlight of the week?
Character spotlight this week.
That's like having that little background.
This week I chose the game that I played a lot called The Cool Spot. It was a game that came out during the
7-Up craze.
Yeah, the 7-Up craze, and it was actually a character that was for a single-player platformer in which the player controlled Cool Spot. He was the character which had the cool glasses. He was the Spot. He could shoot bubbles out of his hands. He could jump. He could attack. And I think basically the premise of the game was to survive the level and like collect as many of those bottle caps as possible.
Yeah, and then you would
free
like your companion.
Your race, I guess.
Your race.
And
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did Freedom Cry just rip this off?
Wait a minute. That's Assassin's Creed again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, there's more spots over there. I'm gonna go get them. So then, like...
Now I want to play. Now I want to play Cool Spot. Freedom Cry.
Yeah, Freedom Cry. Let him cry.
We need to draw now
because he shot bubbles that look like tears.
Yeah.
Freedom Cry.
So now we need to draw him in like the Cool Spot in the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. Like taking out like other canned products.
Yeah.
Grape soda. This.
Oh god! Instead of the what's it called? Instead of the Templars, it'll be like the soft drinks.
Yeah, the soft drinks or the Pop Tops or something.
Oh, the Pop Tops. I like that.
Yeah. So good. So yeah, like there's a lot of interesting things about this game. It actually won a couple of awards. It actually did just as good as like the Super Mario Brothers or Sonic games.
Yeah, no, it was a very fun game, and it was released
for Super Nintendo and for Genesis.
And Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty cool. Like it actually won Best Cartridge Music of the Year.
Oh yeah, it really did.
Soundtrack back in 1993. Best Sounds just in 1993, and then it's actually one of the 28th best games of all time. Out of, I guess, maybe 100 or something from Mega. What's really cool about it is, like, once you could have, like, the flag would raise and a trumpet would sound, which was, like, the first checkpoint system.
Yes.
It was one of the very first games that had a checkpoint system. You had, which was nice because when you died, obviously, then it was like, ugh. What was cool, too, is they, depending on what version of the game, either letter spelled Uncola, which was the 7-Up slogan, or Virgin, which was the game's developer, like VIRGIN.
Oh yeah, Virgin Games.
Yeah, Virgin Games. So if continue letter is collected, Spot will be able to restart the level he was in at the same time losing his last life. So if you hit the checkpoint and stuff, that was like some of the first features that they added.
Yeah, that's right.
The game. And it was pretty cool because it was actually like they were talking about how each level had a time limit. There was a clock that reached 0, life would be lost, which sometimes sucked because you would be playing it and all of a sudden look up and be like, oh shit, I got like 2 seconds. And then all of a sudden Spot would like take 2 cool walks and then just be like, would do his little jump and stuff. So sometimes that sucked, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Cool Spot was my character of the week, and definitely we'll put some clips of some of the best of Cool Spot. And, I'll wait for Steve to draw that webcomic of him being the Assassin's Creed, like taking out all the canned good products and all that.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I remember Cool Spot. That was so freaking... Now, you know what they said when they fired him? He goes, 7-Up yours.
And then he was like very uncool.
Yeah.
And then just like, yeah! Put on the glasses and then went to,
they're like, you're going to have to give those back to us.
No! Yeah, he went to NCIS 7-Up.
Yeah.
Looks like we got to see this case of Coca-Cola.
Yeah! No, we need a better one.
Coca Killer.
Well, sir, it looks like he was knocked out by a bunch of soda cans. Well, lucky for him, they were soft drinks.
Yeah!
Copenhagen. You got a new partner. Okay, so a lot of stuff
Yes.
Has a lot of stuff is out now. Of course, a lot of people have been doing a lot of Twitch videos of Titanfall.
Oh yeah, and some of them have been really interesting.
Yeah, everyone's been having a blast with Titanfall. So hopefully, when I get my my copy of that, Kyle and I are going to sit down and do a Twitch video.
Yeah.
We're going to do a couple of Twitch videos with stuff. I'm also curious. So I am going to be getting an Xbox One. Yeah. Hopefully by the end of this month or early next month. Now, a couple of games that I'm planning on getting, of course, is the Titanfall, the Tomb Raider, probably Metal Gear Solid 5. Also, Rayman Legends have been released for it, and also there's the Assassin's Creed. I'm thinking of the Lego Marvel and Thief. Those are pretty much not going to buy these all at once, of course. What
about the one that's only out for the Xbox 360?
What, Titanfall?
No. Dead Rising 3.
Oh, that's right. And Dead Rising 3 is another one. So, okay, yeah, these are just choices. So if
already a lot of choices you have.
Yeah, there's a bunch of choices I have. But if anybody also knows any other games that they think are worthwhile,
or
let me know.
Picked up. Yeah, well, obviously there's the you think you get a code to for the Killer Instinct.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Killer Instinct.
Download other characters.
Games I just forgot. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of probably my first purchase will be either Tomb Raider and thinking Tomb Raider and
real life
Metal Gear Solid 5. And then possibly the Lego and Thief, and then I want to get an extra controller so then we can sit down and play the Lego game and stuff like that. And we'll even do like a Twitch video of that, just us going like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Titanfall. What? But okay, so Titanfall's been going good, and then apparently, I know GTA's been doing they've been doing a lot of free DLCs.
They have, and then one of the coolest things that I saw the other day, and actually Kotaku just posted it recently, and I'll post the video when this show airs. It's a video of a group of about 6 guys who got together and basically did a heist. Like they said, hey, let's get together on GTA Live and do a heist. And like they literally strategize. They're like in somebody's apartment, like in the game. Like one guy's drinking, one guy's doing the bong hit. Like it helps calm my nerves. And they're just like sitting there, like all talking about like what everyone's role was to rob the convenience store to get so much money. Like everyone had to die. Like anyone who saw them, like anyone who there was a guy like literally like they had a guy across the street on the roof. Like out there, he goes, there's a guy in front of the building. He's like, don't worry about him. Like, we'll take him out in a second. And like, literally, what happened was like they go in, they're like, give us the money. And then the guy like freaks out and is about to run in there to help. I guess. And so he like takes him out from the roof. Like they get the money. Like they get on their like bike. They had all these cars like lined up so that when they went around this corner, and the cops were there, then one of the guys like pushed a car up and then got out. And so then they hit the car, which was covered in gasoline and like ignited. As they came even farther, then a semi blew up. Like they had it all planned out. Then they were on bikes. They even had a guy waiting in a boat. So they could jump in the boat and like take off and get out.
This is awesome. I forgot
you to say though at the end, like it's just like it's hilarious to listen to them like saying like what the fuck, because they had like names like Bravo 2, Team Bravo is down, like what the fuck happened? And they're going nuts, and like the one guy's laughing so hard because he's trying to tell them like quit laughing, like tell us what happened. And you see everybody else like running, like all of a sudden out of nowhere, like it kept cutting between feet. And like there's just one of the guys running, he's like I don't even know where I am. He's like put up a waypoint. So then he gets to the point where he needed to be, but like crosses the street wrong, and all of a sudden it's just like bam, he just gets hit by somebody. But it's just like the whole thing, that how it goes down is hilarious. So we'll post that video. It's about 30 minutes, and you can kind of skim through it.
Yeah, I saw I was watching a little bit of it, so
it's pretty cool
it's
to see how
funny.
they planned a heist. They were able to like initiate it. Like it took them so long to plan it out in the game that it actually turned to night. And this might work in our favor because it's at night. Like, they had masks. They went to the store to make sure they armored themselves. They really like thought it out. Like had a whole strategy.
Well, that's what I like about GTA Online, which is really cool. Is not only can you play with your friends, but you could do that. Like once you start unlocking like all the stuff, you can go into stores. You'll buy like armor for your character and things like that. And because that happens, because there'll be like people like Matt. Told me the most important thing when I started is like any money you get, throw it in the bank.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, why? He's like, because people will just gun you down, just steal that fucking money. So I was like, oh, okay. So it's kind of interesting, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's funny. Like with Matt, like sometimes Matt would be like, yeah, I'm trying to get to you, but people just keep gunning me the fuck down. Like people just like, but it's fun though. That's actually a game I want to buy for you just so you can jump in and play with us. Because like Matt and I loved like a little bit of that we played, but trying to get like a huge posse together would be like ridiculously fun.
I know.
I should probably get Eric. Should probably look into getting one as well.
Yes, exactly. And actually, speaking of Grand Theft Auto, I forgot about this story. The anti-game senator in Leland Yee, I think is his name, long and outspoken critic of violent video games, is now facing bribery charges due to his campaign. So they actually are calling him like the Grand Theft Auto character, like how like here you are like blasting about all these games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, saying how they're too violent. But yeah, here you are doing a very Grand Theft Auto like type of scenario.
Really.
So he's now been under investigation because of it. So I just forgot about that. That came up in my feed when we were chatting here, and actually that's pretty funny too.
Then you got Flappy Bird is back.
Yeah, I
guess. Does anybody even give a shit?
But that's the problem now. Like now he says what he's doing is he's re-releasing Flappy Bird because I literally, if you go on your Windows phone and type Flappy Bird in, like there's so many mocks of it. And
like everyone just took that game and just made all these like things.
Yeah, and so like now that he's coming back, like now you're having to face that part of it where you have so many copies of it. You have even it's kind of like that. It's like Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was at the height. A lot of people wanted it, and then you like pulled it out from them, and now they kind of are like, oh well, I'm gonna wait then. I'm not gonna go out and get it right away as like I was, and that's kind of what you've done here with Flappy Birds. You had a hot product, just should have left it alone. You would have kept making money, and then now you probably would have started seeing the fall off of people losing interest, people beating the game, like whatever. But because you pulled it too early and you got people like, oh, and they got frustrated, a lot of people just said, well, screw it, we'll just do our own thing.
Yeah.
And like, so now you're coming back being like, well, wait. It'd be like if Angry Birds all of a sudden like had stopped, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Angry Birds would not be as popular as it is now. Like, it's not like cartoon shows and it's not like in food aisles.
Like, I still don't get this guy's story. It's like you created a game, you were making money off of it, and then like, oh, the pressure. It's like, what fucking pressure?
Yeah, you didn't do it. Yeah, you're done. Like,
you're done. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Kyle, okay, I created this really easy game.
Called Tic-Tac-Toe.
I'm selling it for 99 cents on the App Store, okay? There's no updates needed right now. I don't need to improve on anything. No glitches. It's actually gone through a bunch of beta tests. It's pretty much a perfect game. People are loving it. In fact, people are loving it so much that it's 99 cents per game. Dude, just yesterday, I made like $800 off of this game.
That's a lot of money.
I don't think I can handle just getting money off of something.
About?
Oh, this is stupid.
Money.
I got to pull this.
But wait, no, you work so hard.
I can't help it. I mean, it's like I don't.
But wait, like you even quit your job to work on this.
I could have, yeah, but I'm just.
Now you don't have to work. You can just work on this.
I can just do this, and it's all like $800.
I
know $800 a day. I don't know if I can handle it. Oh, dude, no. Even tomorrow, I was $4,000. Oh my god, it went overseas. I'm making some. Oh my god. Flappy Bird.
Wait, what are you doing?
Bird. Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. Go fuck yourself, asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? I hope Flappy Bird does come back, and I hope he get beat out by my new game.
He swims up and bites you in the ass. Like, wait a minute, is this a Jaws episode now?
Yeah. And I hope now, when Flappy Bird comes out my new game called Slappy Bird, where the bird just sits there and just beats off repeatedly in the Flappy Bird's face.
I'm going for the high score.
Yeah, I'm going for the high score, bitch. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, Flappy Bird. Here comes Slappy Bird now.
All this bird does is swim and eat and make other birds. And that's it.
Yeah.
Now look at this sign. This looks fairly accurate. You'd like to prove that, wouldn't you? Get your name in the National Geographics, wouldn't you?
Wait, we turned this into a Jaws episode?
Well, that should get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Yeah, you see this? See this right here? See this right here?
Flappy Bird.
That's when I first played Flappy Bird. I wasn't paying attention on the subway, and I tripped and fell.
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. We'll have to do that.
We're gonna need a bigger phone.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger. A data plan.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger data plan.
And instead of chumming, he's just throwing phones.
So instead of, it will just be called Flappy.
Yeah, Flaps.
Yeah, Flaps.
Yeah, or it'd be the music for the game.
Flappy Bird.
Yeah,
Flappy Bird.
I couldn't handle the pressure, so what did you do? I let it in the water. No!
Why?
Wait, it's a bird. Why wouldn't it just fly away? I don't know.
You moved the apps, but you didn't move the data. Wait, what?
That's all the movies combined?
Yeah, all these movies combined. Yeah.
It's like the bird and the carriage.
Yeah.
Phone home.
Yeah.
Is it of that?
Marty!
Yeah.
Marty! Flappy Bird!
Then it'd be great to go back in time, and then it's like Boondock Saints to the back of the guy's head.
Oh, yeah.
Who's like, they're like, this game's going to be amazing. And then like, habeas corpus, and just like blow his brains out. Oh, man. Awesome.
You closed the app down, but you didn't move the data. Now everyone's making Flappy Bird games.
Oh man. So yeah, they definitely confirmed that you.
And then when he comes back and puts it back on the thing, he goes, "It's him."
Yeah, it's him. So yeah, they did confirm
with why Kyle and I should not be allowed to make movies.
Batman Arkham Knights is confirming that you will get to drive the Batmobile instead of it just being like a wave point. Like,
okay, cool.
I need to get downtown. Like, turn left at the next plaza. Like, it's a Garmin. Like,
yeah,
and you have to like follow the challenges. Like, you went straight. You are recalculating. Like, God damn.
I wonder if it's gonna have that problem where it's all like, "You've hit the train tracks. You have gone too far, son of a bitch.
I'm Batman. I can go where I want."
Yeah,
yeah. Like punches the Garmin.
I do say so.
Your Garmin is out the window.
Yeah, your Garmin is the size of a tangerine.
Just
the Titanfall box can be used as a weapon.
Yes, we discovered that at the show that people are using it now.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. That box is huge.
Is quite big. And obviously, if you want to offend people or talk about things to get people riled up at shows, always talk about balls and abortion, because that seems to get the crowd really riled up.
Actually, they seem to enjoy abortions and balls.
They did quite a bit.
Speaking of which, why couldn't the juggler perform?
Because he didn't know how?
Because he didn't have the balls.
Flappy Bird. That was good. Check this out. Did you see this today? Sonic Lost Worlds had some DLC.
Yeah, I know they released a Yoshi one.
Well, now they released a Zelda one.
Say what?
And you wear the cap, and Tails flies on that bird from Skyward Sword.
Really?
And you're dressed up like Link.
Wow.
And you actually get the Triforce. Like, it's crazy, yeah.
Maybe Zelda Lost World. Maybe Sonic Lost World is a game I might want to look into. Then.
It's cool looking, yeah.
I played the demo, and it was very intense.
You know, the demo.
It's crazy. It's weird. Oh, okay. Speaking of weird stuff, I get an email from Xbox today, and they're like, "Here's $2 to go for DLC." And I don't know if it's for Xbox One or what, but I was just all like, "Really? You make a system for $500? I've been with you for like 7 years, and you're gonna give me $2? Really?"
Well, that's why I laughed about.
I'm like, why don't you just be PlayStation and just slap me in the face with Infamous, huh? With your Slappy Bird, with your fucking, you stupid. I gotta need a bigger data plan. I just forgot another movie line we can use.
That Flappy Bird.
That Flappy Bird. What's that over there? That's no moon. Ooh-ah! Oh, it's a Flappy. It's a Flappy Bird.
Some days you just can't get rid of a Flappy Bird.
Some days you just can't get rid of a Flappy Bird. Ooh-ah! Ooh-ah! Oh, flap, 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 all day long. Flap, 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 while I sing this song. I'm gonna play that Flappy Bird. Play it here. Then that motherfucker's gonna take it away. First, you make the game. Then you sell it.
Game.
Yeah. First, you make the game. Then you make the money from the game. Then you take the game away.
And then you put the game on the connection.
And then you put the game back out there, and no one gives a ooh-ah about it. We're really getting off topic tonight.
What's really off topic, too, is the Michael Bay trailer.
It has Don't stop trying to say it's come out, because it hasn't come out.
They came out at the con that they just had, the CinemaCon, and people have typed about like what it is. So
show me it.
Check this out.
Show me it, motherfuckers.
The ooze is back.
Okay.
No longer aliens as far as we know.
All right.
But guess who made the turtles? And guess why?
Oh, no. Fuck.
April O'Neil's dad made the turtles, and he made them because they wanted heroes in the world. And also Shredder said he helped. And there's been 2 examples of the characters. One person says that they look awesome because he's biased and a fan of Michael Bay.
Uh-huh.
And the other person said that it looks like babies with penis heads.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Penis Head. Teenage Mutant Baby Penis Head. Teenage Mutant Baby Penis Head. Oh my god, that's balls now. In your face. They're the ones that stop the Flappy Bird. Then they kind of wear yoga pants and fur.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
This is riggy crap.
Yes, it is.
Michael Bay, you better take it back. Oh, man, the penis said there. Baby penis said there. Okay, I like the idea of the April O'Neil father thing because they
Really?
introduced that in the new TMNT for Nickelodeon, which is a show that I actually like. Like you see her father, and her father did work as a scientist.
With Baxter and all that.
Not with Baxter, but he did not create the mutagen. They did came out that the mutagen was actually came from Dimension X. That's what they did in their storyline and stuff like. But April's father was involved with the stuff because the Crane were kidnapping scientists.
I hope my daughter really loves these
to help them mass produce the mutagen.
Right.
So that was one of the storylines in the thing. So I like that idea, but for him to create the mutagen with Shredder, it just seems.
It's even better.
It seems as retarded as a guy creating a game and then taking it away.
Pretty much. So, yeah, speaking of which, Oculus...
I have a vendetta tonight, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Oculus Rift has been purchased.
For $2 billion, you said. You told me, and who bought it?
Facebook. And for anyone who doesn't know, we're going to spell it
out.
I'm out! Yeah, exactly. We're going to spell it out for you right here. So, basically, here's how it works. Oculus Rift VR, which is a virtual reality headset, was a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
When it came out, it was funded by the fans who really liked the idea of funding, same thing like the Ouya, where you get to have input into it, get to help promote it, and eventually gets to get released. They get a copy. They're allowed to develop on it early on. A lot of people who have done that have enforced.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of videos. Actually, a buddy of mine, Josh, has showed me. In fact, once we had a weekend, he's gonna bring over his Oculus, and we're gonna try it out and give a feel for it. But now...
And this is what it was. So back a couple years ago, in 2012, Kickstarter campaign that promised that they wanted to bring back the 90s virtual reality, which we all tried and had. And a lot of kids from our generation talked about it. Kickstarter, for their first prototype, exceeded its goals by a factor of almost 10. They asked for $250,000, and they got $2.5 million.
Oh, wow.
To help make this get made. And obviously that's almost 10 times the amount.
Yeah, that's almost 10 times the amount.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Oculus named his name for Oculus because obviously you're dealing with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a product that was developed specifically for virtual reality and things like that. And eventually what ended up happening was a lot of people got excited about it. They started seeing all the models and effects that people were doing with them. They started seeing a lot of the coming soon. They got promoted.
Yeah, a lot of games actually, like Minecraft was building stuff for it. I forget what else. A lot of corridor shooters were jumping up onto this as well. Heck, I mean, Skyrim would have been cool to have that kind of like...
And then to put it in perspective, like a lot of people are saying, like it is a lot of money and it is like kind of like out of nowhere. But remember Snapchat?
Yes.
They bought that for $3 billion. They also bought up the WhatsApp for a total of $19 billion. And they bought up something called... something else for like another $2 billion. So they're buying up a lot of different things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people were then right away is like, it's a bit curious that like, well, okay, well, why are a lot of people having such a reaction to it? And a lot of people say, well, it's because we already gave you the $2.5 million to get this thing out on the market.
Yes.
Ouya did it for a lot less, and it's been out. It's been out for a full year. Games people play it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's these people who have invested in this, and it's still like a no-show. And all of a sudden, Facebook's going to come in, and it's like, so what does that mean? Does that mean like now you have my information? Like, do you now have all that stuff? Like, and a lot of people even said what's funny is you can already browse Facebook on the Oculus, so they're not sure like, well, really, like, what more could you do with it? Like, what is Facebook trying to accomplish with the purchasing of this? So unfortunately, they're having a lot of backlash with a lot of the fans who initially
I don't blame them because that
are now asking for their money back.
I'm sorry, if you do a Kickstarter to fund something, okay, now if it would have been completely different if Oculus went to Facebook with this idea and Facebook bought them out without them doing a Kickstarter campaign. Because again, if people invested in this, and then they just got $2 billion, it's like, well, what was the point?
Yeah, and that's basically what everyone's saying here is like, for starters, the fact that Oculus came on the scene as a fresh face out of nowhere, like, hey, we got an idea, we want to get this done, which is what Kickstarter is about. Hey, we got an idea, we want to do this, let's get it done. People threw money at it. They gave them to support the personally invested in the company, which is basically what Kickstarter is. You're being invested in a company and a product, and then out of nowhere, Facebook comes in, one of the biggest companies that a lot of people really don't like. They don't like what they've done with a lot of their services.
A lot of people have been very disappointed with Facebook.
So then, sure enough, they come in and they end up like basically taking all the ownership that you had invested into it, like especially if you were one of those high tier customers, like $50,000 or $100,000 you invested into the game unit, like because that really is what helped fund them get it made. Well, those people were considered almost like partners on the Kickstarter. So now it's like, well, if I invested $100,000 and then if Facebook comes in and they invest $2 billion, what does that mean about my 100,000 investment that I just gave to you? Like, what
Yes.
happens to that? Are you going to give it back to me in interest? Like, am I now not an owner, or do I own shares? Like, so it's been a lot of things, and a lot of people are really upset for a lot of somewhat legit reasons, and a lot for just because it's a matter of fact. You know, you were an upstart company, you were nobody. It's like it's basically how we compared about
it. Well, it's like
Microsoft was a nobody.
It's like Double Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Double Fine has been with companies. They decided to leave. They wanted to do this Kickstarter, and they delivered.
They did.
They didn't get any. No other gaming company came by. Like EA was like, "Hey, we'll go ahead and buy this and make your game," even though they already surpassed their limit of making the money that they needed to do this game. So yeah, it's that would be like you and me going like, we're gonna do a Kickstarter for us to fund for T-shirts and gaming products so we can deliver more stuff to you. So basically, it'd be like we're going to entertain you guys. We're gonna build like we're gonna get the money to get one of those recorder things. We're gonna do a bunch of videos online now. We're gonna do like walk-in, Christopher Walken's like Walking Dead games, Al Pacino, Flappy Bird, something like that, where we'll play video games and we'll get like these little things. So you guys get these videos and stuff, and we'll come up with perks and all these kind of things and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, Facebook comes by and be like, "Hey, we're gonna pay for all that stuff and things like that." And then people are like, "Well, I just invested like $50 into this whole thing, and I'm not gonna get anything out of it." What are you laughing about that?
What I'm laughing is there's a game called Frog Fractions 2. So since this came out, they've gone ahead and created their own stretch goals.
Oh yeah.
So for $80,000, you can get the new game plus a mode. For $200,000, Frog Fractions 2 will not just be a sequel, but will be a prequel as well. For $320,000, Jim Crawford, who I guess is one of the creators of the Oculus, in making this game, Jim Crawford will learn the true meaning of friendship if you pay them $320,000.
Okay.
And then, of course, they are asking $2 billion, and it says to buy Oculus back from Facebook.
Oh,
so that's what they're asking for.
That's
now.
funny.
It's like, oh yeah, just give us the $2 billion, we'll buy it back. So. Yeah, so it's just like, oh man. So a lot of people are obviously ripping on them, and a lot of people are very upset. So I say kudos to them because obviously it makes sense. Like if you were like an upstart company, but I say like if Facebook said that they bought Ouya, I think I could understand that a bit more because at least if you had invested in Ouya, you got it to Light, it came out.
Yeah.
You got your systems, you got like you succeeded. Like it. Well done, everyone. At least it's been out for a year, and if they came and bought it, it would have been like, okay, cool, like no big deal. But this hasn't even come out.
Yeah, this hasn't even come out yet.
A lot of the people are still like, we're using it, we're testing it, we're developing for it. So it's really kind of sad that they just shut it to the
wind. Talk about now this. So this is I'm happy about this. Now this is the one thing I also have to say, and this is working for this new game now that's out called Old Socks. Anybody with Candy Crush and anybody with Old Socks is sending me invites on Facebook. Stop.
Yes.
I am not gonna play these fucking games. That's like when That's like when that stupid shit came out with Mob Wars and Night of the Thing. Guess what? If you want to play with me, get a fucking gaming system or a PC, because that's where I only do my gaming. I'm not playing this stupid fucking bullshit. Facebook, MySpace, Google Plus, Flappy Bird, suck my dick, Michael Bay, fucks. Cunt-licking whores. Stop it.
I think that came out for the Wii U.
Oh, did it? Really? I thought it was pushed back.
No, I agree. Yeah, like I've always just.
I'm so sick of that shit.
The game
but anyways, Candy Crush.
Actually, but I will say this: Road of Kings or something. I don't even know what the fuck. King's Road.
Road of Flappy Bird.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Anyways,
King's Road, which is a game for the Wii for the Facebook. It's actually a fun game, and I've played that. But I haven't invited anyone. I haven't slammed it down anyone's throat. They make it very easy for you to be like, no, I don't want to invite anyone. It's a good game, though. Definitely, I recommend King's Road if you haven't played it. I hear you just fine, buddy.
I'm gonna.
I hear you just fine. But anyway, so here's the beauty.
Kill you.
Candy Crush came out. Controversial developers behind Candy Crush Saga just finished its first day of trading on the New York Stock Exchange.
How'd it do?
It had the worst day of the first days of trading so far in 2014. After inducing its stock for $22.50, instead it slowed and started retreating down to about $19, a 15.5% fall. And people ask why the drop, and the company is overly reliant on Candy Crush. They're trying to focus all on Candy Crush.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like the games are a bubble, and that Zynga's decline is fresh in the investors' minds. And that's the problem. Is like when Zynga went out and was like, "Well, look at all the shit we've done: Mob Wars, Farmville, all this other stuff," and they came out with going live like through the market,
Yeah.
they are out of business now. Like they're basically out
Yeah.
of business. So I think that's what it is too. A lot of people are just not willing to invest in a company that's gone live. And even Facebook had this too. When they went live, they took a big dive too, because it's like well,
or it might have also taken a dive because when Candy Crush went live, everybody got these invites, and I'm like, I'm not fucking playing your stock game. Sony's virtual reality. Now this is okay. This is to me. I guess this is how it's going
now. Now they wait to see what other. But here's the thing, like,
but
our father and I talked about this too. Microsoft has done this. Like, they've actually
not my father.
They've invented this technique.
Yes.
They made the Xbox.
Yes.
They saw what everyone else was doing. They took a step back. They looked around and said, okay. They waited for everyone else to do everything and make the kinks, and they're doing motion, doing this. They come out with the 360 system. Good system, solid, works well, HD TV, all this other stuff does really well. I think 2 years later they came out with the thing called the Kinect.
Yep.
So right there they were ready to go. Okay, yeah, you've done motion. Here you go. We've given you 2 years to do it. We're going to improve upon it. And that's what I think, unfortunately, Sony has learned from Microsoft, is that it's better to step back, look at what everyone else is doing. And they actually perfected it come E3 last year, when Microsoft was very big on the whole, we're going to charge you for games and not trading and things like that. And Sony just stepped back and then came in like,
I give Sony credit, because Sony was the one, if you actually look back on everything, Sony was the one that actually patented the whole game thing, where if you buy it, you own it, you can't give it to anybody else, all this kind of stuff. So Xbox like, well, if they're doing this, we're doing that. Basically, Xbox kind of copied Sony's false plan.
Right.
Xbox came out of the gate swinging, talking about all this stuff, and the next day PlayStation just came out going, yeah, we're not going to do that. And everybody was just like, oh. What I mean is, I have no problem with Sony doing this virtual reality thing, because right now, no other console is going to be doing it. Right. What I think is weird is just the fact that we seem to finally now we're going back. Now, virtual reality, a lot of people might not know this if you're really young, but yeah, virtual reality was a big thing in the 90s.
Yeah, and literally it was a big thing.
It was a big thing. You needed a fucking room to play this thing in, and now they're finally bringing it back to an actual a home version of virtual reality, which was never heard of. And I just think it's weird. It's like, have we really run out of ideas for gaming, or have technologies really boosted, and now because obviously it has, because I mean, our virtual reality everything was a very polygonic, maybe see-through kind of looking, everything was a block, 3D environment, like there was no textures.
You had the mushroom penis gun that shot a little dart.
Yeah, I mean, nothing was really fully sculptured in form. So this could be a really good thing, or it could really be a bad thing. Now, Sony, hopefully you don't throw all your chips in one basket for this, because you did make a Move device which sucked.
Yeah.
So I do wish them the best of luck, because I feel that Sony's actually doing a lot better this time around. But we'll see what happens. I just think it's weird that we're actually going. This is usually fashion's the only thing that repeats itself, and now gaming seems to be doing that as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. And it seems like, that's all they can do right now, is they want to do it too. They're going to see what's out there. And obviously a lot of people now are probably going to be more supportive of something like that from Sony, because it's like, well, at least they're doing it for themselves. They're not going to then try and sell to somebody else. So.
And now Sony was bought now by Facebook.
Whoa, they probably could do that too. And unfortunately, yeah, I'll show you this after the show, but they just released a photo of the Green Goblin.
And not a good thing.
You'll see it in a second.
I guess we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that on Longboxcast. But anyways, yeah, so we got some upcoming videos, Steve.
Upcoming video games. We got Final Fantasy, PS4, 2014 maybe. Destiny on Xbox One, PS4, and PC, September 14, 2014. Watchdog, Xbox One, PS4, PS3, Wii U, Xbox 360, PC, and May 27, 2014. Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U and the 3DS, still to be decided. Kingdom Hearts, Xbox One. Actually, it's funny, I had a discussion about the Kingdom Hearts game, and Chase's girlfriend was all like, oh, they gotta be, they've been talking about it. I'm like, dude, if we don't see anything at E3, I'm like, I guarantee we're not going to see this game, if we're lucky, until late 2015.
If that, yeah.
If that, even. Mario Kart 8 as well is coming out in the spring. I was expecting to come out sometime in March, but I guess not, so we'll see what happens with that one. And we got Elder Scrolls Online PC, April 4, 2014. Wolfenstein, The New Order. Actually, I should probably get the date, because there's probably something that. And the for the Wii U, hopefully sometime in 2014. Of course, you can find me at Stephen Mooney Jr. on the Twitters. Follow us on at arcade_bros. Also look at us on arcade-bros.com, part of the 4i Radio Network. Kyle, where can they find you?
They can find me also at the 4i Radio Network at Mooney Studios, and of course with Toby hitting the microphone in my face.
Yeah.
Toby! But yeah, you can find me there. You can find me on longboxcast.com and on the Twitter page and on the Facebook page and all that fun stuff. Obviously, our Get Gaming question this week is for the PlayStation owners of Infamous and Infamous Second Son, and of course, Infamous 2.
Basically the Infamous trilogy. I just need to know why. I need some in-depth answers. I need something because I'm playing this. Like, I literally want to go back and like I just want to wait until I get that little box to record it, so I can sit there and just comment, going like, "Why? What the fuck?" Okay. Look at this. It's like, Steve, this should just be a video. Steve plays Infamous. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I'm waiting to be impressed.
So until next time.
Instead, I'm very depressed.
I'm waiting to be impressed, but this game just keeps bringing me down. Until next time, kiddos, keep on gaming.
I told you before, and I'll say it again. Don't bring me down.
This has been another fine production of the 4i Radio Network. For more great shows, check out www.4iradio.com. First, you make the money. Then, you get the Flappy Bird. Then, you take away the Flappy Bird. Oh, Flappy Bird, I'm going to slap you with the Slappy Bird. You know why? Because you got a great ass. Ooh-ah.
Data plane.
Oh, data plan.